Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Can we hear? Okay, we're good. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Back to Okami once again. Okay. And we are back. Back at the city checkpoint once more. Okay, so last time we were here, we fought Orochi and beat the lizard into submission. And so the first major battle is under our belts. What do you have to say, sir? Hey, you understand what I'm saying, eh? Want me to let you in on a rumor I heard? Apparently, there's some mysterious illness in Sei'an. Is it Sei'an City or Sei'an City? I think it's Sei'an City. I wouldn't normally believe that kind of rumor, of course. But thinking about when I first heard it, well, it was right around the time the bridge was raised. If the rumor's true, then I guess there's no hurry to leave here. And so the plot thickens. What you got to say? Who? What? Boy, I sure have been able to sleep good lately. The curse zone is gone and pieces returned to the land. Really had me worried while it was spreading. And look, the sacred flames have returned to the phoenix statues, which we did back at the moon cave. Now I won't have to worry about monsters sneaking up at night. Anyway, you've heard that rumor, haven't you? Now tell me. You haven't heard the rumor about the huge curse zone? Everyone's up in arms because it happened so close to the big day. By big day, I mean the Kamiki Festival held each year. Plus, it was the 100th festival since that monster was defeated. So everyone's saying that it's the 100-year curse. Of course, I was the first one to start spreading that rumor. Oh, you're very helpful. Hello, Poochie. How you been? Look, the sacred flames of the phoenix statues burn once more. On the night when that moon suddenly rose, I heard a roar from Shinshu Field, and the flames suddenly lit up again. Why do they keep going out and back on? Is it some ill omen? Anyway, now I can give the sign to lower the drawbridge. Still, I have nothing to look forward to back in the city. I mean, I'm not cut to be a city guard. I really want to be an adventurer and do magnificent things. Well, seems we need to get across the bridge. Now we have some fire available. What if we just did a little, cheeky intervention? Whoopsie! Uh-oh. I think we overdid a little. Oh no. Why are they keeping all their gunpowder over there? And down it comes. What in the world? This is terrible. Nothing like this has ever happened before. My arrow suddenly burst into flames. Oh no. I just remembered I have business to attend to back in the city. Well, seeing how the bridge is back down and all, I better get back to my guarding job in the city. And I'm not just saying that only to disappear on some adventure. Yoichi, the greatest archer, would never dream of such an act. Well, goodbye and good luck. And there he goes. still sleeping away. Ooh, what? What happened? When the drawbridge come down? Jeez, I missed the big moment while I was sleeping. And then he just goes right back to sleep. The famous drawbridge leading into the city. It's open for all thanks to you, Amy. No, they don't need this sign anymore. No, resilient. So here we are, back at the big drawbridge. If you notice, there's a little island right here. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. But we can do something about this. That right there. Now, I think that if I want to complete this particular puzzle, I'm going to need to use an Infinity Stone. However, I think I can get part of the way without one. Because there is an island right there. I say an island, it's a pillar. Right here. There's the dragon statue. So, here is where I'm going to use a consumable item, which I don't normally do. Is it... Do I not have an Infinity Stone? Oh wait, there I do. Just didn't realize. Alright. I don't remember how long it takes for this to wear off. So I'm going to have to try to be pretty quick about this. Okay. Yeah, I think we're in the clear. There we go. And what do we get for our troubles? A stray bead. Worth it in the end. And there is another stray bead on that little island at the other end of the river. The only problem is the fact that the river is flowing this direction. A little fight while we're here. There we go. I wasn't expecting a black imp to be here, but no big deal. Yeah, why not? I'll just get into a fight along the way. It's a purple imp, so oof. Is it purple or blue? I think it's actually a blue imp, now that I think about it. We can actually check. So there's our black imp. It is a blue imp. Get rid of the new on some of these. There's a Orochi. Orochi has one of the larger ones because he's so big. Look at that. The style of this game is always just so breathtaking. Oh, look at this. The first time came here and investigated, didn't have water spout. Oh, and another stray bead. Look at that. Oop. Come on. There we go. I was actually able to defeat him without breaking his skulls. There we go. Okay, so that is about all we can do at the city checkpoint right now. Well, that's all we can do on this side, I should say. So, how many stray beads do we have at the city checkpoint? So we're missing one at the Gale Shrine, which I know which one it is. So we have 5 at the city checkpoint. So 1, 2, 3. So we're missing 2 of them. I know for a fact that one of them is on that little island way over there. So there has to be one bead that's over on this side. Now, the first time I played this, first couple of times I played this, I didn't realize you could go over here and fill in and pretty things up. And not only does it get some flowers put down, you get some praise out of it. But it should also put some animals over here to get even more praise. There we go. Clean up both of the dark spots, and there's some horses over there. I also saw that shimmer of light. There it is. There's the bead. Just right out in the open. Okay, let's make sure there's no animals over here. Didn't see any there, so maybe it's just the horses that were on this side. Where'd they go? I for sure saw one horse sleeping in that little cutscene that happened, so I don't know. There they are. Have some herbs. Then we'll go to the other side and see how we can fix it up over here. Okay, should be one more right back here. So that was 80 just from flower spots. Actually, I think that probably was 120 from the flower spots and getting all of them, and then another 8 from those horses, and I think that there's one more set of animals over here that we can give some food to as well. And then whatever this is, it's a clover, so there's a little bit of extra praise there too. I wonder if it'd be easier to find them in the day. Maybe they'd be active. Whatever's over here. I hear birds. There they are, nightingales. This is gonna be another 8. Nope, 2. So 10 for the animals. 10 for that clover, and about 120 for all the cleaning up spots, so about 130 praise just from this one side of the bridge. And also look, it's all cleaned up from all the rubble that we caused. Now, I could get more health. I don't really need it. I would really like to get this last 2 ink things, but that's going to require 750 praise altogether, so we're ways off on that. Plenty of opportunities, though. Hey, the big city! You'll probably find the pace of city life pretty shocking, Amy. Considering how you were stuck out in the boonies for 100 years. As for me, I can't wait to check out all the cute babes. Always soon. There's a bit of problem. Ryoshima Coast is not looking good. Hey, what the heck's going on? Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Well, shoot. I can't go back to that, unfortunately. He just is commenting on the fact that there's a cover zone and why is it still here because Orochi's gone. To Sei'an City, to Ankuko Temple. Ankoku Temple? Ankoku Temple. Looks like they've been here forever. Temple bell. Do not ring without reason. You saw the sign, Furball. Don't mess with the bell, okay? As far as I'm aware, there's no reason not to. Oh. Curse zone immediately. So the only thing we can do is go alongside the temple grounds here. Uh-oh. A new enemy. And these fight very similarly to the imps. They got a bit more health. And this one does not respond to the power slash. If I'm perfectly honest, I've actually kind of forgotten what this one's floral finisher is. Can't go into cave. Gotta make our way this way. Clever use of cherry bomb. So there's an interesting thing here where it's kind of obvious what they want you to do. They want you to fill this bucket up with water. And then you can use the water to fill up this. But my question is, why can't you just fill one pond with the other? It gives you a fixed camera angle, so I don't see what the purpose of filling this thing up is. I'll indulge them, though. Why not? We'll do it the way that they intended for us to. And yes, there is a glow down there on that rock, but I can't do anything about it. I shall demonstrate. Can't break it with my head. Can't break it with that. And can't break it with the bomb. So we don't have the power to deal with that just yet. Oop. And see, from here, you just use the pond, so I suppose what the bucket is down there to tell you is that, oh hey, remember whenever you put water in the bucket for Kushi? Well, you should do that here. Thinking on it, that's probably what it's trying to say. Very clever, though. Very clever of them to use things that we know. And we've got a guardian sapling. And what do we do with guardian saplings? We bloom them. Great divine intervention. Get that curse zone gone. Oh, and there's a shipwreck. Look at that. And even more praise from the tree. Oh, that curse is out of here. Now this is the Ryoshima coast I know and love. Actually, I really don't know it all that well, but see that sunken ship? I don't remember ever seeing it there before. But anyways, Ryoshima coast is where you'll find the big city. Sei'an City, just a bit of a walk from here. You'll find almost anything you could imagine there. How about we mosey on over, Furball? First, I've got to feed the birds. And do a little exploring as well, of course. Oh, some cows. Little ear wiggle. Now, unfortunately, there's something here that we can't get into yet. Something that we'll have to deal with later. There's a really interesting shortcut here, though. If we go into this cave, this explodes. And then look. We're in the Fortune Lady's house, back in Agata Forest. What's she have to say? I'm good, but thank you. Yeah, it's a easy way back to Agata Forest, so you can completely negate going through Taka Pass and the city checkpoint. And the forest itself, of course. We also have red demon scrolls now. Now let's see. Do they respond to wind? That one doesn't. Does this one respond? Okay. So the Bell Guardian, that one responds to Power Slash. Oh, one moment, please. Sorry about that, had to attend to a phone call. Alright, where were we? Okay, so there's this as well. But can't really do anything with it because, well, I guess I can mess with whatever that light is. But we can't do anything with this cat statue just yet. Get some praise from the clover. I think I heard the barking of a pup. Ooh, a pack of Shibas. What you got to say, Mr. Fisherman, who's only wearing a seashell? It's such a shame about the ship stranded out there on the rocks. I mean, it was so close to the port, but then it was attacked by that terrifying water dragon and sunk. People say there's an invaluable treasure in it, too. But the water dragon makes it too dangerous to sail these seas. Water dragon? You should think twice about bathing here, you know. Water dragon wouldn't hesitate to snap up a wolf like you. What's this water dragon you keep talking about? You don't know about the water dragon? The huge dragon god rampaging about the sea around here. It's supposed to be the god of the sea, keeping peace in the oceans. But one day it just went crazy and started attacking people. All the ships bringing food to the city were sunk by it. The queen must have been beside herself. Apparently, there's an invaluable treasure on that ship over there, but it's been left like that ever since the water dragon sunk it. Interested in the invaluable treasure on the ship, are you? Apparently, it was carrying a huge cargo of treasure. I heard about this weird mallet that makes you as small as a bug. You can get through gaps as small as the eye of a needle with it. I can't think of what on earth you could use it for, though. Looks like you were expecting some cash instead, eh? Anyway, you really shouldn't be bathing here. The water dragon wouldn't hesitate to snap up a wolf like you. An interesting dilemma, huh? Let's see what enemies come out of this scroll. Got a couple of wheels. Alright, managed to get the ice one. Bang. And got the fire wheel. Now we got some foxes to feed. Oh, how inconvenient. The ancient Ankoku temple is at the top of the hill here, but the priestess in charge is away busy and never there. It's always busy and never there. I'm afraid you've had a wasted journey like me, Wolf. Head priestess practices monster subduing magic, so if there's any trouble in the city, they call for her help. There's been nothing but trouble in Sei'an City lately. I hope the priestess will be back before too long. Let's see what's in here. Apparently the priestess is out. Wow, that's some statue. Somebody's gonna steal it if it's left out here much longer. Whoever owns this thing should be more careful. Well, if it's made out of copper, I don't think they have anything to worry about. That thing's probably really heavy. People offer incense here. We do have a chest. Speaking of incense, there's an incense burner. One on the other side? Nope. Just a single treasure. Ah, I see you there. A vase. Or vase, as people would say. Hold on, did I just see another thing? Nope. Ah, more foxes. Whoa! That was not what I meant to do. I guess I can go down here and get whatever this is. It's a mermaid bead. Mermaid coin? Mermaid coin. Get on a lily pad before Amy drowns. There's a platform up here, but can't really do anything about it. What, Amy? You want to climb up this tower? Bet there'd be a fine view from up there, but it won't be easy. I don't even think you could do that wall jump of yours here. You'd probably just bang your head on the ceiling. Of course, it'd be different if you had doubled the jumping power. Hint, hint. Wink, nudge. Some bunnies for some feeding. I don't think there is another technique we can really do with this. Is there? Oh, I guess I didn't try Cherry Bomb. Let's try Cherry Bomb. Look at that. It was Cherry Bomb all along. Little wee on the tree. Alright, so those guys are Cherry Bomb. Hello, merchant. You live around here, doggy? I've heard some nasty rumors from the city. You know anything about it? Apparently a mysterious disease is spreading. They say people are dropping like flies. I know, it's just gossip. There's probably no truth in it. So let's forget about that and get down to business, huh? Take a look and see if I've got anything you want. That's not what he said. He also does not have anything I care about. Although I can sell my trinkets to him. There's some rotten ground here to fill in. And it revealed some boars. Another boar. Nope. I don't know why I wanted to try to feed him meat. And a random pig. 2 boars and a pig for some reason. And if we examine the beach a little, should be something else out here. Aside from some treasure clams. Maybe it's further down the beach. Where'd he go? Just can't think of where my Inaba could have gone. It's one of the dangers of keeping pets. Have you seen him, pup? You haven't seen him, have you? He doesn't give us a hint about what he is or what he looks like, so... If I'm not mistaken, though, I think that there is like a legend of Inaba, so people who know the legends probably understand what they're looking for. I could be wrong. Also, we have a new crow. Now we dispatch her in pretty much the same way as before. This one is that. Fortunately, I do remember which floral finisher is hers, and we don't have it. So can't do that to her yet. Nighttime. Some steel face sake. No admins without permission. And we got a devil gate here. Oh, and two of them. Oh, I think I botched that one. There we go. A double. Plenty more praise. Feed the bunnies. Maybe deal with this demon scroll right here. No, it's a chimera. Strong enough that it didn't really matter that much. Let's see what was in these pots. Oh, look. Some green. Vengeance slip. Now, there is something up here. There's one bunny that didn't get fed with the rest of them. And he's a little different color. So we just take this bunny. What's that in your jaws? Is it? It's not. It is. It's an Abba. My precious one and only black and white rabbit, an Abba. I've been worried sick wondering where you gotten to. But you found him for me, pup. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I'd like to give you something to show my appreciation. Let's see. I've got it. You can have this funny pearl I found at the beach. And look at that. Another stray bead. I hope you and Abba can be pals now. Well, of course, sir. Goodness me. Alright, what's down here? Chest? It is. The crystal inside. Dealt with. And if we go all the way to the end of the pier here, there's going to be another demon scroll. 2 demon scrolls even. Oh, I didn't realize that would just end you right there. So I have a bomb. And you can also have a cherry bomb. Woohoo. A little delayed ending there. One more battle. And look at that, one fully charged jump attack was all that need. After stunning him. Oh, there's some kitties here. Oh, right, cats have fish. $400 praise exactly. Wasn't even trying for that. Let's see. Were there any special things here? I think there's just water jets down there that you can use. Or power springs, I think is what they're actually called. Oh, there is something down here. There's a pearl inside of the clam. A smaller clam with a pearl inside of the big clam. And of course, a clover for praise. I find it really interesting that using the jumping button has this little animation that Amy does, but it really doesn't make her any faster. It's just an interesting thing that you can do, I guess. I'm gonna use the lily pad just in case, and then I'll do this. Now there is a building out there. And I do want to go have a look at it. Because inside of that building, there's some important stuff. Keen eyes might realize it's a dojo. Oops. Meant to get that a little bit closer to the shore. Didn't really work out. Monkeys! Now there's another one of these over here. And there's also something in this rock. Is it just me, or does this place seem desperate for customers? I mean, he is out in the middle of an island. It's not that far of a swim. And look! It's Onigiri-sensei again! Look who's here! Greetings, my little wolf friend. Huh? Hey, Gramps, what are you doing here? I am as elusive as my fighting skills, friend. Be it a lone isle among the waves, or the most frigid mountain peak. I forge a warrior's path throughout the land. And what has brought you here? Do you once again seek my tutelage in the fighting arts? Of course. Press X. Press cross again in the air to jump a second time. And also digging champ. Dig in terrain that was impossible before. What else do we have? Equip reflectors as main and sub weapons to increase attack power. This will be an important one for later. However, what I'm going to do is make sure to get both of these first. Then we'll skip all this. Holy Eagle. First, press cross to soar towards the heavens. Press cross in the air. You'll kick off the air itself, jumping to new heights. The longer and harder you press cross, the higher you go. And then, I want you to practice. So cross, and then cross again. That's enough. And then he gives you a bone. This is one of the only ones, if not the only one, where if you do it just the one time, he goes ahead and gives you a bone. Throws you a bone, as it were. Oh yeah, and he talks about you could even make it to the moon turret, which was that one that Isun talked about bunking your head on. And then we're gonna get Digging Champ. Calm your soul and press triangle repeatedly over the ground. Focus intently and you can dig places where you couldn't before. Then keep on digging. That's literally all it is. Just dig until you can't dig no more. Hey look, it's one of these rocks. Bang. Nope, nope. This is the other one where he gives it to you after the single try. Thank you, Onigiri-sensei. Now, what else can we get from you? 5 wins for Reflector combo. Spirit Armageddon for more Rosary attack rate. Let's get 3 shears since we'll use a glaive for a little while. Attack. Attack rapidly. It's adding a 3rd hit to the glaive combo. So before we just had 1, 2, but now we have 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Then we can see it. 1, 2, 3. That was weird. Why is it being very finicky all of a sudden? There we go. Have to hold the button a little bit longer. I suppose it really adds a 4th hit to the combo. Adds a 3rd attack, but it adds a 4th hit because that one attack hits twice. Thank you, Sensei. Take my bone. There are more things to get, but we'll make some progress first. And now, we can just easily dig into this. And there's another stray bead. Easy as that. We could also double jump everywhere now. So the camera can get even more wild while we're up in the air. Now, yes, I can go and explore up there, but I don't have... We don't have really a whole lot of reason to do that at the moment. There's nothing we can do about any of that. Ooh, and now we have the Thunder Wheel. Thunder Wheel is down. Thunder Ear, I think, is actually what it's called. And unfortunately, we don't have a source of heat that we can do anything with this. Unless I can see the torches by the gate. Nah, I can't. That's fine. Don't have to get Flow Finisher on everything. It's nice, but not required. And we freed a pond. A mermaid spring, even. So we can use it for fast travel later. The border. Ooh. What is it, pup? You want to cross the border? I'll have to speak to my colleague if you do. You know anything about the mood turret, by the way? You know, the structure at the foot of Ankoku Temple. I heard the view from the river is amazing. Mind you, it's far too high for me to go up there. It's a little ambition of mine to go moon viewing there one day. I'd have to master jumping at the dojo first, though. You look a bit heavy on your feet. Guess it's out for you too, huh? No, I just got a jump upgrade, thank you. And this is kind of like the Iron Rock. Got some horses to feed. Now, we can go into here, which... Alright, no admins without permission. Left to northern Ryoshima coast, straight to Sei'an City. There it is. Oh. Green. Go up here first and grab this, which is, I think, a clover. It is. That clover gives 20 because it was stuck in rock. And here we go. Some cows. Oh. And I see something poking out. Alright, why is the city so green? Huh? What the? I thought the big city would be happening place. What's up with all this funky looking mist? Looks downright hazardous to your health. I wonder if people can actually live normal lives in this nasty stuff. Wonder what Queen Himiko has been doing all this time. She's normally there for people, even us commoners. And until now, she's been able to protect Sei'an City from evil. I don't understand why she would suddenly shut herself away. Queen Himiko, I beg of you, please come to our rescue. Oh man, this looks bad, Amy. This is terrible. I need to deliver these letters without delay, but I'm in so much pain that I can barely stand up. Mist thickened again today, too. Oh, why does my body have to let me down today of all days? This mist does seem to make you feel sick and depressed. Ever heard of anything like that before, Amy? Hello there, Mutt. What are you doing out in the mist like this? Now's hardly the time to be wandering around Sei'an. Not since that mist arrived so suddenly. The Curse Stone's appearance hasn't helped matters either. Queen Himiko's gone and shut herself up in her palace, and everyone else is hiding out inside their homes. Shouldn't it be the job of our leader to help us through this? Anyway, business is slow to say the least. Been sent to do the shopping and get it over with. And look, a new weapon and some more gold dust. That was a lot of our yen though. But and I'm going to use some gold dust on it. A new glaive. 7 strike. And also you'd think, oh, we could just use bloom on these trees, can't we? Unfortunately, the mist is too strong. Oh, this is terrible. Water dragon's causing so much trouble out in the sea. It's gotten to the point where I can't procure any goods to sell. Used to be tons of fish both in Ryoshima and here in the city, but the water dragon's antics have scared them all away. The price of fresh fish has gone through the roof. What is it, Pooch? Been sent to do the shopping, have you? I don't have much for sale, but feel free to take a look. Now the thing is, he has 2 fishing rods, which we are going to get both of them, as well as this herbal medicine and this charcoal. That's all we need for now. I was traveling to the country to perfect my martial arts, but when I arrived here in Sei'an, I suddenly started to feel ill. I heard rumors before that Queen Himiko's holy power was incredible. Surely this can't be her doing. This mist across the city is suspicious too, but I won't let it get the better of me. Nothing gets the better of me. I knew it, Amy. This is no ordinary mist. I mean, it's all over the city, and it won't go away. It's downright unnatural. Seems there are still some people who are unaffected, but who knows what'll happen if this continues a few more days. Now, we can go through to the next area. However, one, there are some chests to be had. Oh. Good thing I got double jump so I can actually get over here. Back on it. There we go. So I don't bounce out, I'm just going to use Power Slash. Now, while we're down here, there are quite a few chests in the canal. Alright, dead end here. Oop. It's alright, I'll just use my head. Quite a few chests in the canal. There's also somebody down here as well. Oh, what's going on? I don't know what came over me. I had this incredible sudden pain. Now I'm stuck here like this and can't move an inch. I'm so useless, 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 useless. If I don't get to work on the canal with the boss, we won't be able to get the water flowing again. Oh, what am I gonna do? So many free goodies. And a stray bead. Here we are. Keep out. Digging for water source. They digging a canal here? Looks interesting, don't you think, Amy? It is, in fact. Curse that confounded water dragon causing such a commotion. How can the god of the sea be ruining the peace like this? I bet the dragon is to blame for the state of this canal, too. All that fuss has caused the lake to plug itself up. Master Carpenter, Nagiri. Hey, Amy. Looks like there's trouble over here, too. Seems the whole city's a complete mess. Hmm? Oh, did you come here for a drink of water, Wolf? I'm afraid it's completely dried up. This canal was a really important source of water for us. That's why I'm digging a hole to see if I can tap into it again. So many people are sick now that there's hardly anyone to help out. In fact, I'm the only one left. One lowly carpenter. But I'm determined not to give up. You get quite fit doing my job. Now I can reap the benefits. I built almost everything you see here in Sei'an, you know? So there's nothing I don't know about the place. Want to know where the key to this water source lies? It lies in Lake Biwa's drain plug. You certainly seem to listen well for a pooch. Maybe I should tell you about Lake Biwa's plug then. Sei'an City is floating in the middle of Lake Biwa. The water from it is what fills the canal around the city. But the water dragon's antics have made the plug seal up. No wonder the canal is dried up. And that's why we're in this starry state now. I'm sure the plug is located beneath this area. If I can dig my way to it, the water should come gushing out. It's pretty exciting, don't you think? If you think so, then maybe you could help me out. That's an helping dig. It's a shame wolves can only answer with their eyes. Still, doesn't matter what you are if you're willing to help. Now listen carefully while I explain what you have to do. Like I had told you, Lake Biwa's plug is right below us here. I'll concentrate all my efforts on finding it. All you need to do is use those claws and get digging. I'll use the hole you dig to get to the plug. When I reach it, I'll give it a good whack and open it up. If no water comes out, you might need to give me a hand. So you understand what you have to do? Looks like yes to me. Time for wolf and human to pull their energy together. Let's get going. And now, it's just like the other digging games that we've done. Diggy, diggy, diggy. Oh. Actually, let's go this way instead, sir. Smash into this one with the inn, and I'm gonna use bomb to blast these ones away. Oh, that's not good. Oh, he's gonna smack into those. And then get him across like this. There we go. And with one more quick bloom, or ink him. He'll probably just be right here one. There it is. Not quite as clean as the other times, but doable. And there's water in the canal once again. This is also a reason that I wanted to get all those chests first, because doing this with water, getting them with water in the canal is a lot more of a nuisance. Look, Wolf, look at this wonderful water from Lake Biwa. Sei'an has had its fair share of hardships lately. the water dragon on the rampage and that strange mist all over. But it matters not what trials present themselves to us. If we solve them one by one, we will emerge unscathed. I suppose my work here is done for now. Thanks, Wolf. You did a good job. Now there is a reason I wanted to go ahead and do this. It saves having to make a trip back. I think I can just hop over this wall. Right into the water. At least the water is nice and clear. The city's bigwigs live across the bridge ahead. That area is crammed full of awesome places. One of them belongs to Queen Himiko, ruler of Nippon. You can tell because it's really huge. I have no idea what she's like, but I'm not sure I'll like her. I mean, she doesn't seem to be doing anything about this mist. Plus, I make it a point to never trust queens and the like anyway. Alright. Now before we get going, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, and we're back. Now, the reason that canal I wanted to get filled is because now all this is also filled. Granted, maybe it was already filled before, but I'm fairly certain that we had to do that canal before coming over here anyway, so. Binkai. Or Benkei, I suppose. Hehe, at last the time is near. No, that's right. The canal did have to be filled because this guy would talk about how he can't fish because there's not enough water. Binkai, the fisherman monk, shall lay claim to his 1,000th sword. People might realize, Wandering Warrior Monk Binkai is a stand-in for Gilgamesh. I have traveled far and wide challenging master swordsmen, and 999 swords have I claimed by my own hand. And now that I have defeated all who would dare challenge me, that last sword has eluded me. I need but one more to make 1,000, and thus aimlessly have I wandered. That is, until a legend drew me to Sei'an City. It is said that a living sword lies in the depths of Lake Biwa. Have you heard the legend about Lake Biwa? Even I could barely believe it when I first heard. But they say a living sword swims freely about in these waters. If true, it would make a fitting addition as my 1000th sword. This bridge is a very special contraption. With one command, I can make it passable, and another, impassable. As you can see, it makes for a fine place to fish. It grieves me to cut off access to the city, but I'm afraid this bridge shall stay this way while I fish for the living sword. How rude. Of course, that may be easier said than done. This is no mere fishing trip for me. This is a true battle with the living sword. I must therefore arm myself with the right weapon. That fishing rod over at the tool dealer in town would be perfect. Oh, you should see it. It is the purest of white, like new fallen snow. There's no chance of victory without that rod. Alas, it would appear that I cannot afford it. Oh, what am I to do? Huh? That's blinding snow, the rod from the tool dealer. With that fine rod, I would at least have a chance against the living sword. Now be a good doggy and give it here. Yeah, let's hand it. Oh, happy day. I've never fished before, but it should not be much different from a good sword fight. Now to catch that 1000th sword, I shall engage in mortal combat with the elusive living sword. I've been holding my rod over the water for some time now. However, the living sword has yet to bite. Do you know what they say? Patience is a virtue. I shall sit here as long as it takes. Amy, Hoodhead's here never gonna let us across at this rate. Time for some of that angling magic of yours. Show 'em how you do it. Fish that living sword out of this lake. Ah! Hoodhead here sure is a handful. Wonder if there really is such a thing as a living sword anyway. Alright, we know how to fish. First time we've managed to fish. Here though. I think I hooked something. Go for it, Hoodhead. Pull, pull. Don't let it get away. Just a goby. Something we've already seen. You won't get away from me. There we go. Freshwater eel, I think. A loach. Here's the big one. What do we get from this one? Stubborn fish. Got him. Oh, 3. And at last, the cutlass fish. The living sword. The gods be praised. At last I have fulfilled my dream. So that is the living sword? That is what I have been pursuing all this time? Aw, don't take it so hard. I mean, it was one big cutlass fish. And a cutlass is a kind of sword, isn't it? Plus, what are the odds of catching an ocean fish in the lake? Spare me such solace. But enough about that. A monk never goes back on his word. I shall make this jigsaw bridge passable once more. I've come to realize how foolish my obsession with swords is. But fishing, now that's a most worthy pursuit. Oh, good on you, Hoodhead. Ooh. Whoa, stop, Amy. I thought this mist was coming from the lake or mountains. So what's that stuff rising from the Imperial Palace? Let's keep going, Furball. Oh, look who it is. Well, well, look what the cat dragged in. What took you so long, machete? Ah, not you again. Well, you can't fool us. I'm not gonna forget what you did back at Orochi's cave. To us. Why do you keep popping up wherever we are anyway? What are you up to this time? Hmm? Excusez-moi, but I have no time to follow you around. You see, I'm busy looking for something. Ah, some prophet you are. Shouldn't you already know where to look? Well, maybe look isn't the right word. I already know where it is, it's just... getting there is proving to be a bit of a problem. Suffice to say, it wasn't quick and easy. I want it quick and easy. Quick and easy? Wait a sec. Don't tell me you're behind this funky mist. Is this part of a plan to conquer the city and take over the world? You're always up to no good, so I wouldn't be surprised. The world? Not bad, my little bouncy friend. You're only half wrong. I seek the other world. I desire a path to the heavens. Path to the heavens? Oh, stop beating around the bush and let us know what's on your mind. This path concerns you too, Machete. Huh? This city is in quite a bad state, is it not? Especially this ghastly mist that torments its people. Think we're stupid? We see right through you, pretty boy. Ha! We got you all figured out. This funky mist and your so-called path to the heavens. You're cahoots with Queen Himiko. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So just take it step by step. You must first deal with this mist. It is slowly but surely killing the people of the city. Wait too long and it's au revoir. The damage will already be done. Why are you talking about it like it's someone else's problem? You're behind it all. Admit it already. Even if I was, what good would come out of arguing about it here? Methinks you should be doing something about the mist now. How about a tip this time instead of a prophecy? Go through the hole in the wall, little ones. Ahem. Let me put it this way. Even the most solid defense has a tiny gap like the eye of a needle. Now, where have we heard that before? Or something like that. Understand, Machete? Let's try to bully him instead. Oh. He cannot be bullied. How much longer will it be before it's my turn? So all these folks are coming here to see Priestess Rao. And who is this? That I'm stealing from right in front of her. Hello. Well, who'd have thought there'd be a wolf here of all places? The world is in turmoil. Have you come to listen to one of my sermons, Wolf? Then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rao. I'm the regent of Sei'an City, appointed by Queen Himiko herself. And jiggle physics for some reason. Priestess Rao. So what's troubling you then? Holy cow, this sister's stacked. Excuse me? Oh, you've got a cute little fairy with you. The name's Isun, and by the way, it only looks like I'm staring at your melons. This is gonna be a bit crude, I apologize. Melons? Oh, never mind. Anyway, you're running things around here. Well, there's a funky mist covering the city. And there's talk of a water dragon or something offshore. So what's up with the queen holding herself up in her palace? People in her city are dropping like flies, you know. How could she be so lazy at a time like this? So you've sensed the evil forces over Ryoshima too, then? I heard that the dreaded Orochi was resurrected in Shinshu Field, though a brave swordsman vanquished him again. The ripples of those waves of chaos are reaching Ryoshima too. The water dragon terrorizes the sea, and an ill mist covers Sei'an. And in the last few days, the situation has intensified. I don't know what's happening to our peaceful Nippon. She said something about the waves of chaos growing stronger recently. A creepy shadow did scurry off when we defeated Orochi. Wonder whatever it was took root here on Ryoshima coast. What are you muttering about, Isun? Well, this will no doubt come as quite a shock, but the great slayer of the dreaded Orochi is right before your eyes. Behold, the great Amaterasu. What? This wolf? But I heard it was a swordsman called Susanoo. Huh? Well, he may have dealt the final blow, but Amy here did most of the work, I tell you. And if you don't believe me, Amy's gonna show you some divine powers right here, or right now. That's a flash of fire. What was that? You like it? It was one of Amaterasu's divine powers. A mere taste of what the Celestial Brush can do. Celestial Brush? What a mysterious and fearsome power you wield, Amaterasu. Got that right, sister. There ain't nothing Amy can't do. Maybe this wolf could help me with my quest. Your quest? What more could you want? You're already stacked to the ceiling. Never mind, forget I said anything. Now that I've lost my prayer slips, the situation is completely hopeless. I just realized the moaning in the song. Ugh. Oh, it turned to daytime all of a sudden. Look! It's our Buddhist friend. Hello, Komuso. You're the white wolf I keep bumping into all over. I'm traveling the land, spreading the good teachings of Buddha. There seems to be so many places in need of guidance. You can feel it here too, sinister chill in the air. Concentrate and look hard. You see, right behind you now. Just as before. Oops. Not my finest work. Let's see what he says. Humans are not witness. 20 seconds. Your performance was most admirable. I've seen you fight many times now, and I'm constantly surprised by your incredible strength. Even the great darkness that lies before you is probably nothing that you need to fear. It seems that your journey is still not nearing its end. I want you to take this. It will protect you along your way. And we get a stray bead for doing his little mini quest line. And some praise. The evil forces may be gone, but the city still lacks life. Threatening shadow above it is just too vast. Well, we finished this quest. Can we mess with these trees? The mist isn't as prevalent here. Nope. There is a chest here. Does this have a stray bead or is it treasure? Just treasure. And there is unfortunately a curse zone over there, so we can't do anything about that. Let's go give Himiko a piece of our minds. We're Queen Himiko's bodyguards. She's in her palace at the moment, praying for the city. I'm under orders not to let anyone disturb her. And I take orders seriously, so that means you too, Mutt. You can see the curse zone stretching out before you. Whole city's engulfed in a sinister air. But we won't let it lay a finger on Queen Himiko. No, we guards won't let any evil get the better of us. Ah, Himiko's people all sound like a bunch of parrots. But you can't just attack anyone. You're a god after all. Let's just leave him alone. Darn. I was about to cherry bomb him. Well, we gotta go this way, towards the source of the smoke. Strange mist. Bellowing out of this doorway. Psst. Psst. Can you hear me? What? We're supposed to be on duty. No, it's just, I wanted to ask you something. What is your opinion of His Highness? What do you mean? Surely you're not doubting the worth of our honorable emperor. True, he's had to take to his bed because of this strange illness, but I'm full of hope that he'll soon make a speedy recovery. And I am too, of course. There's something about his strange illness that bothers me. That swirling mist is a little out of the ordinary, don't you think? The moment the Emperor took ill, it started to come from his room. And then, before we knew it, it had taken over the whole city. People are really starting to suffer from it, too. Well, don't you think it's all a bit of a coincidence? It's definitely odd, I'll grant you that. It's no use trying to ask His Highness how he feels. He just sends everyone away, and he won't even see a doctor. so I don't see that there's anything we can do about it. But what about that girl locked up in the cell all alone? She shouldn't be locked up like that. She's done nothing wrong. You mean the girl called Kaguya, right? Orders are orders, so we had no choice but to lock her up. But I can't quite see why His Highness wanted us to do it. The city's a real mess ever since he took ill like this. I wonder what's going on inside the palace. Oh, look at that. Check out these slips of paper. Looks like each one has a spell or something on it. I have no idea how to use them. I don't think they do us much good. Hey, look at that, Amy. There's mist pouring out of that little hole. Too bad you're so big, otherwise we could have checked out that hole. I don't like this place. Palace. Something smells fishy here. Slips of paper with a spell of some sort on them. Or perhaps a prayer, even? What have you? My prayer slips. You found them in this huge city. Thank you. They're indispensable in my fight against the evil beings. I was sure one of them had stolen them from me. Thank goodness. Yes, your ability to sniff things out really is a divine power. Your name's Amaterasu, correct, Wolf? Well, Amaterasu, would you put your powers to use for us? You saying we're the answer to your prayers? I'm saying you're our only hope. As you have seen, Ryoshima Coast is in turmoil, all because of the evil arising from the darkness. Because of the forces of darkness. Forces of darkness. Yes, next to them, the monsters out there in the wild are nothing. They're starting to spread over Ryoshima Coast. With Queen Himiko confined to a palace, it all falls to me. Normally I'd use my holy powers to dispel any threat to the city, but this foe is too strong for me, so I have no choice but to ask this favor. Lend me your powers. So that means we'd end up helping Himiko after all. I don't know, sounds kind of fishy to me. There are some who think the queen is a coward to shut herself away. But she cares for her subjects. She's praying for our protection. But even she can't calm the water dragon and exorcise the city. Not without that sacred treasure to enhance her holy powers. That's what I want you to help me find. Please, Amaterasu, let me ask you once again. Will you listen to what I have to ask? Of course. What the heck? Let's hear what this stacked babe has to say. Stacked? Anyway. When you came here to the city, did you see it? Right off the coast near the Ryoshima border, there lies a sunken treasure ship, a victim of the water dragon's rampage. That ship was a trading vessel, working between here and abroad. It was transporting a great treasure ordered by Queen Himiko. But the water dragon attacked every ship in the water. It sunk the ship and its precious cargo right in front of the port. The fox rods that the queen had finally managed to locate, a matchless treasure with the power to defeat any foe, would have been Sei'an City's, no, Nippon's greatest asset. If we had the fox rods now, we could drive out the evil beings. Amaterasu, will you come to the treasure ship with me and help me search for its cargo for the fox rods? You want us to do what? Search for the treasure on a sunken ship? Well, I'll do anything for a cute babe, but my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Well, boss, we can help this busty babe or what? Bummer. Well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that, Amy? Thank you, Amaterasu. You're a true savior. Okay, let's go to the treasure ship right away then. Although, we must wait a while until the new moon rises in the night sky. In the shallows where the ship ran aground, called the Lunar Lagoon, the tide only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. When the tide's out, it's easy to get into the treasure ship. We'll meet at the ship on the night of the next new moon. Boy, Amy, you seem really eager to help her. Well, I couldn't say no to those. I couldn't say no to those two either. Jeez. But we can't let our guard down. I mean, who knows? That busty babe might be Himiko's puppet. If they're up to no good, then we should get our hands on those fox rods before they do. The stuff with Rao is such a mess. At least where Isun's concerned. Alright. So our next main order of business is to get back to the moon turret however. Let's take a few detours first. Some new opportunities have presented themselves. The people will be alright in the meantime. And I suppose what I'll do is this. Since we have a mermaid spring here, I'll use a mermaid coin. And we're going to go back to Shinshu Field. We'll start back here and work our way back to the coast. Now there is down here this rocky spot that has been taunting us the whole time we've been playing. And finally, we can get into the clover that's here. It's just 20 praise, but that's 20 praise more than we had before. Now I think that our nameless man friend here is also, yep, he's ready to talk. Still looking at that first vase I gave you, buddy? I've come up with one that's even better. Check it out, man. The indigo neck. My second vase. My potter's intuition is starting to come back to me, man. You can have it if you like. Oh, thank you. This one, let's put it over here. I don't think he'll have another one, but no harm in going to check. Nope. Not yet. Alright, so that one's dealt with. So now let's head back to Agata Forest. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We have enough ability now that we can get all the way to the end here with just one lily pad. Look at that. Alright, back in the forest. Pretty sure I got this pile of leaves dealt with already. I did not! Look at that! There's a chest waiting here. There was one spot. Oh, and we can also talk to Papa here. Hi there, Wolfie. It's good to see you running about as usual. What is it? Are you looking for my son? I'm afraid he's not here in the forest anymore. He said something about finding his dream and went off traveling. If you see him along your way, be sure to say hello. That's right. Kokiri is no longer in the forest. let me see. Oh, not this way. We need to go up here first. Because I need to take a quick detour onto this shelf up here. Overlooks the dock that goes to Gata Forest from Shinshu Fields. Because there is a rocky spot here that we can get a clover out of. I don't remember. Is there something here as well? There is. There's a rocky spot right here. Oop. Look at that. We're at 600 praise, having been in the underneath 100 praise at the start of this stream. And now there is one more spot down by the ruins. Have I fed these deer? I have. Here we are. This one has a chest. With the bull statue. A unique treasure. Now we can make our way into Taka Pass. Now, I don't recall there being any out in the middle. Nothing out in the middle that I need to take care of. However, on our way to the city checkpoint, is going to be a rock that we couldn't dig through before. There it is, glowing right there. And I believe that this is going to be the final stray bead from this area. Along with some other things. Look at this. A whole bunch of monkeys. That's another 48 brays right there. And then on top of that, 2 trees here. And 2 trees here. As well as a clover. And another clover. And another clover. And to top it off, 1 chest, 2 chests, and stray bead chest. And we'll give our friends an inking, apparently. Give our friends some flowers. Look how happy they are. Some nice rewards. Molly's treasure trove. A good haul from there. Now, just to check. Taka Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're still missing 2 in Shinshu Fields. I know where at least one of them is. I think I maybe know where 2 are. We're missing 1 in Sasa Sanctuary. I'm not 100% sure where that is, but I don't think we necessarily need to get it right now. There's 1 in the Gale Shrine, which I do know where it is. There's 1 at the city checkpoint that I'm pretty sure is on that little island. There's 1, 2, 3 in Ryoshima Coast. But we're not quite done there yet anyway, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright. Next order of business is to get back to Ryoshima Coast. And since we're right here, just going to go right through the city checkpoint. See, I'm pretty sure that stray beat is that away on that island if we're there. But we don't have to worry about that right this second. Matter of fact, I don't believe that we can worry about that right this second anyway, because the rapids are too strong to be going upstream. Alright, now that we're here again, going to mosey around back this direction. And there was this rock that we couldn't get through earlier that we are now able to barge right in. Some gross purple smoke coming out of it. And lo and behold, we've got a bandit spider. This fight is exactly like Spider Queen. Oh, I didn't mean to hook ourselves, but you know what? That actually works for me because you can just get on this side. Open him on up, and then just like Spider Queen, we just power slash him. And that's it. Easy as that. And a chest for our troubles. With a sun fragment. Hey, and that was our 3rd sun fragment. More health for us. More health for Amaterasu. Now there's something incredibly interesting about this cave. If you jump back into it, there's now a devil gate here. Now, I'm not going to attempt this yet, but what this is a gauntlet of 10 devil gates that you have to complete without leaving this room. There are 3 of these in the game, and this is the easiest one. I'm going to come back here later to deal with this once we're further in the story. Because at the end of the gauntlet is a stray bead. Like I said, there are 3 of them in the game, so there are 3 stray beads locked behind those 10 gate gauntlets. They are some of the toughest challenges in the game because the enemies have, I believe, twice as much health as they normally do out in the world. It is an endeavor. And I do usually wait until I have had many upgrades before I take them on, because they are ruthless. Alright. So we made it back to North Ryoshima Coast. It's about to turn nighttime. Oop, I'm stuck on a railing. And we have to, in order to progress the story, do a double jump. Wow, what a nice view. Too bad it's spoiled by that sunken ship. Sorry looking thing, ain't it? Hey, look. What's that strange pattern on the bottom of the sea? Looks like a huge crescent moon or something. Shaped too perfectly to be a coral reef. Hey, what was it that Busty Babe said? Something about the moon turret? I wonder if she meant this thing. Now, what was it she said? Oh, how about a little something like this? Look at that. Making magic happen. Holy smokes. That's not something you see every day. Wonder if it's safe to walk on the lagoon. Well, Isu? Let's go have a look. Very convenient that this ship landed specifically in this spot, isn't it? Overanalyze it a little bit. Now I believe we can find some goodies. Yeah, here we go. I think there are a couple of these around. Another one. We always like the treasures. There is one there. I'm gonna travel around just to make sure there's not another in this direction. Doesn't look like it. Most excellent. Now, obviously, we're supposed to go in here, but what I want to do, I want to see if I can't get onto the ship right now. I think that in order to get on top of the ship, you have to actually be... Can't even get up the water anymore. I think to get on the ship, the water has to be up. I don't think you can get onto it from this point. Matter of fact, know what we'll do real quick. We're going to ruin our lagoon a little bit. the ship real fast. We got some chests up here that are worth exploring. With one having a stray bead in it. Which is, of course, extremely important. And the other has a golden peach. I don't think there are any more. I think that's it. The unfortunate thing is, now, you gotta go all the way back onto the moon turret in order to get the lagoon again. But it was worth it for the stray bead. That is something that we don't have to worry about later. Back up to the moon turret. Ah, have to watch this again. Very nice. Now we can get inside the ship. And here we are. The sunken ship. That door looks cursed. They probably sealed it up like that to keep looters out. I've never seen such a sinister-looking curse before. I sure hope this whole ship isn't one big curse. At any rate, this puppy ain't gonna be easy to dispel. Amaterasu! Busty babe. You're here already? Both of you. I'm sorry I'm late. My political duties delayed me. Amaterasu's just getting in there. This is the treasure ship you were talking about, babe. Yes, this is where the fox rods Queen Himiko was looking for are. It was sunk by the water dragon, and now it's filled with monsters. But my holy power can easily deal with a few dozen monsters. There's nothing to worry about. Let's go in. That's all fine and dandy, babe. But what about this cursed door here? Is it sealed up like that to keep looters out? Or maybe it's the curse of those who died when the water dragon sunk their ship. That thing's just seething with an intensely evil power. So, there's a cursed door to stop anyone from getting through. I see. That's a neat trick. You got that right. You better find another way in. Hmm? It's time we joined forces, Amaterasu. There'll be more barriers sealed by magic as we get further inside. When we come to them, I'll use a prayer slip to break the seal. So if you don't mind... Whoop. So, Amaterasu, handling the prayer slips is my affair, but I would like your assistance in targeting. Don't worry, what I ask is not difficult. You know how to manipulate the brush of the gods, I believe. Use that power to guide the prayer slips from my hand to its target. So let's practice on the curse barring the door, shall we? So an entertaining thing you can do is let's make a nice little roller coaster for the prayer slip to go on. Oh, it went away. There it goes. Fantastic! As long as I have my prayer slips, there's nothing to be afraid of. Not even monsters. Enough practice now. Great treasure awaits. Let's go find the fox rods. Unfortunately, friends, that's about all I have time for today. Thanks so much for your viewership. It means a lot to me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and consider coming and subscribing to my Twitch as well. It's also @TreeFluff, all one word, no spaces, no capitals. So, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.